Hello. It says that we're live. Welcome to Andale Homestead. I'm Ann, and I'm so glad that you're here. What we're doing for the replay is trying to figure out, let's see if we can get some comments going on. I received a new coffee filter that we can have as far as making new coffee, things like that. And it doesn't say that I'm live on YouTube yet. There we go. Okay. What? Hey, Gigi. Good morning, Sherry from Black's Tropical Homestead and Hedgehog Homestead, Laura. Good. I'm so glad y'all are here. Excuse me. It was just, I can't get over this cough, y'all. But it was just a quick live. Well, everybody says that. But I wanted to learn how to make my new coffee filter. And, well, hey, Lady Cheryl. And I've never used it before. And so I was reading the instructions, which is, a little bit of nothing. And I thought maybe we could learn together. I ordered this off of Amazon after I saw Lead Farmer. Anyway, we're just about out of hurricane season, but I have my little rocket stove here. Hey, Vanessa Buckner. I'm so glad you're here. And I put some cotton balls. By the way, you have to periodically change these cotton balls because I started it up and it wouldn't burn very long. It says that you're supposed to wet it first, which is what I did. And hey, TT. Oh my gosh, y'all. I've got I hope that it's still here. I got that crazy. I'm going to put you on Do Not Disturb. Yeah, I got that crazy spam call. They want to increase my car warranty, I guess. But I got my little rocket stove out. Well, it's not a rocket stove, but it's 2 cans and a can of cotton balls with alcohol. So I thought, well, if we're roughing it, we may as well really rough it. So I'm going to start this up. Yeah, my fire's pretty good. It's really windy here today. So I'm going to put a piece of cardboard back behind there. So good gardener, good morning. Her healthy home. Hey, I just jumped on here without announcing anything because honestly, I really kind of like it with smaller crowds, and that way I can chat with everybody and y'all can chat with each other. That's more fun to me. So I have my little pan and I'm going to put it right up here. And then I wonder if y'all can see that flame, right? Yeah. I'm going to put some water in here. I got a cup of water. I'm going to pour it through this because although I've washed it, it said that you need to do that again. So I'm going to pour it through there. See how fast it goes. It's kind of doing kind of quick here. Kind of doing a little bit quick. So I'm going to heat that water up. And then I have my coffee cup. Broke Farmer 76, which I've been drinking out of this morning. Broke. If you get to watch this, you're probably working, but I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was your voice when I was on Lydia Best Yet Journey Whoop Whoop show. That woman tricked me up. I still won, though, Lydia. I still won, but she tricked me up on those voices. Excuse me. Oh, Linecrest is here. Oh, good morning at home with Cherie. I've got to have my little handy dandy phone here. I have learned, even though I bought myself a little webcam, I need a teenager to show me how to use it because I can't get it hooked up on my laptop. And anyway, I'm drinking my last swallow out of Broke's thing. Oh, gosh, I have a little toothache going on. But I got a spoonful of coffee here, and I realized I've been out of town for a couple of days with the grandbabies, and Worth is in charge of everything. And we're just about out of coffee. Now, that is a staple that I got to go to the store and stock up on that thing. I thought we had plenty. But I'm going to pour a coffee right in here. It's just a little over a teaspoon. And then we'll put it over my cup when the water gets hot. I've got the water boiling. It's not boiling yet, of course, but I've got the water going. So while we were doing that, I thought I might chat with you guys a little bit. What a fun week I had last week carving that pumpkin on Wide Family Farm. We had 10 minutes. I had never used a drill before. Drilled those holes and got pumpkin. Oh, hey, Bougie Pepper. Prepper. Hey, Bougie. Oh, gosh. I had pumpkin all over this porch. I just about have it all cleaned up, I think. But I wanted to say I was sorry, Broke Farmer and Garden State Gardener. These are two men that I listen to every week. Don't miss a video. And I didn't recognize their voices. I think it's something, old lady here and coming in. I can't hear as well as I used to be able to. Oh, yeah, Black's Tropical Homestead. I did work that pumpkin. I just about cut my finger off, y'all. You heard me squealing. It's because I was scared. I was scared. But I have a couple of prizes. You're not supposed to do that. Anyway, I have a couple of prizes that I've been winning. I'm a winner, y'all. I mean, I'm winning some things, some pretty serious things. But I wanted to shout out. One thing about winning prizes on all these programs is that I get an opportunity to shout out some channels. And Gigi, you're here. Lady Cheryl's here. Black Tropical's here. Yeah, Gigi says it was the squirrels for me. I was squealing, the squeals. I was squealing out of fear. I can tell you, it was absolute fear that I was going to cut my finger off. So on Garden State Gardener, which again, on the Whoop Whoop Show, was the voice that Lydia had for the V sound. And doggone, I missed his voice too. I watch him constantly, and I didn't get his voice, but the main one, I can't believe it didn't get broke. So I won a jar of seeds and candy. I hadn't even opened it yet, and I told, this looks like a mayonnaise jar. But I told Garden State Gardener that if he didn't want to pay the shipping on this thing, that was fine. And I went off in there and I love it. But I have been giving some away. Hey, Broke Farmer. You're in Lowe's looking for discounts. Okay, so hey, Tiffany Cutie, you and Della Smalley. It does have a canning lid, but it doesn't. I don't know if it's a canning jar. Anyway, I went in Lowe's yesterday on my way home from the grandbabies because we live 5 miles from the nearest store of any kind. We only have a little bitty country store that charges like $5 for a gallon of gas and $6 for a gallon of milk. It's just for emergencies, that kind of thing, our little country store. So I have to drive quite a bit to get to a store. So when I'm traveling back and forth from Sneed's Ferry or Bellhaven, where my other grandchildren live, I try to swing in those stores. Nothing. They didn't have nothing. They had a few collards and things, but I've got some collards growing, and they wanted like $7 for a package of collards. And I'll just soon do some seeds. Anyway, so I've got some MI Gardener seeds. Look, some onions, some kale, and some amaranth. I've never done that before. Never grown any amaranth before. Ooh, it's starting to steam. So I know I'm going to be able to have some coffee. Oh, Lord, I'm sitting in the parking lot of Lowe's. Jersey Dolphins is here. I didn't see him. Thank you for speaking, Gigi. Hey, Jersey Dolphins, my land of plenty name mate. I'm so glad you're here. We're all stopping in Lowe's like crazy. I mean, mask up. But so I'm happy about these seeds and M&Ms and Twix. I got some good stuff. Tiffany Q to you. I am so glad that you're okay from that storm. Now that storm was she said it was worse than Henry. Knocked out her electricity. Winds were blowing everywhere. Woo, that was crazy. Ormsby Farms. Oh, it's cold here in New Jersey. Hey, look at here, Joe. I was just saying I'm so sorry I didn't know your voice. Hey, Ormsby Farms, Tommy Bites Homestead. Y'all, I didn't announce anything because I'm just making some coffee. Now, what this is a can that we have made before on several other lives. Little clue. I had saved this can. It's got a little can inside with some cotton balls and 70% alcohol. When I tried lighting it before I got on here, y'all, it wouldn't stay lit. And I don't know if it was the humidity and it wasn't still alcohol. I had it covered up with aluminum foil out in the shed, but it wouldn't stay lit. And I thought, well, Lord, that won't work. I got to have it staying on. I saw Andale was on and I said, I must stop. Let's see. I'm doing good. And I'm go to see my gal. Oh, that's sweet. Please hit the like button, TT says. Yes. Oh, please hit the like button for Miss Ann. That's so sweet, y'all. I just enjoy being able to do that. So I got my candy. I was on Ridge Life on there. He has like a Thursday night show that he brings on a guest. I'm usually with Linecrest on Thursday nights at 5:30. And say, hey, Jersey Dolphin. Garden State Gardener wants to know where you live in New Jersey because he lives in Jackson and work in Mount Pleasant. Garden State Gardener. Jersey Dolphins is so awesome. And Jersey, welcome to the crowd of Garden State Gardener. You should follow him, Jersey. Because y'all are like neighbors. It's wonderful. And Mennonite Farmhouse is here. And Aunt Tia's backyard. Y'all, thanks for saying hello to each other because it sure does help. I've got to look down to see the comments on this other phone. And OG Nadine. Ha! Go Ridge Life. That's right. So Thursday night, he usually gives away some prizes at the end. Well, I've watched most of his videos, and I don't ever win on that Nightbot thing, Nightbot picks, but you have to comment in like the last 5 or 10 seconds. Oh, bye, Lady Cheryl. Hey, Bernie, you be safe on your way to the post office. I'm glad you don't have your little, well, not glad, but you don't have your little grandbaby that you have to worry about. Anyway, I want a cup. Nightbot picked me. You have to comment in like the last 10 seconds or something. It's almost boiling, y'all, so I won't keep you forever. It's steaming like, hey, you know what? I've got the lid. Why not put the lid on it? I do that on my own stove. Aunt Tia's back, Andale. Pass the coffee this way, sis. I'm struggling this morning. Oh, Tia, golly. I tell you what, I wouldn't be able to make it without my coffee in the morning, which is why I wanted to practice on this thing because I've never used it before, and it has, oh good, I dumped the coffee out all over myself. Always something with Ann. It has these little things that you have to stick this cone in that holds it up. If I could email it, I would. Just made a pot. Oh, I want to make sure I didn't get any in my cup because I don't like drinking coffee grounds. And it's not instant coffee because I'm not crazy about instant coffee. I know, Gigi. I just spilled that coffee all over myself. I still have some. 3-second rule, right? That's coffee abuse, Mennonite Farmhouse says. It is coffee abuse. It's terrible. All right. I'm going to put that over my cup. I have another prize that I won on E3 Farmstead. They're a new channel. And they had like their giveaway for 100 subscribers. And doggone if I didn't win that. Bougie prepper. I love you guys. Oh, I have a sticker. E3 Farmstead and Gardening with Bernie. Bernie, I enjoy you. And that female voice that Lydia didn't even know the channel for. stocking my pantry, which I do watch her. But stocking my pantry was the other voice that was on there. I'm not good with voices, apparently. I could hear what people said, but I mean, who doesn't know Broke and who doesn't know Garden State Gardener? My two people that I watch all the time. C. Thomas. Hey there. Oh my gosh. Biddy Boo's Homestead won my giveaway yesterday. Mennonite Farmhouse said she keeps me company late at night. Biddy Boo does. She goes on lives and just chats. Andale, thank you so much for joining us to celebrate our first YouTube milestone. We appreciate all your support and love. Congratulations on being a big winner. Please enjoy your E3 Farmstead tumbler, and we look forward to seeing you in the future. Best wishes, Chris, Sarah, and Jacob. Well, I mean, it's important to shout out our channels that we win their prizes. And let's see, do you have a video about it, Mennonite? Shoot, they were asking a question. I missed something. And I had a choice of a couple of things, but I like tumblers. Let's see if this is boiling yet. Oop, it's close. It's close. Oh gosh, this thing is huge. Look how big. Look at my head and this tumbler. It's huge. Anyway, I'll be looking forward to using this. And let's see if it has anything else in here. They packed this bad boy up good. So it's a brand new tumbler. I need some merch, y'all. Looks like maybe they did it on a Cricut. Gonna have to have a teenager help me. Let's see. Shry was fixing a cup of coffee, Garden State Gardener. I'm in Cherry Hill area. Good morning, Renee's Garden. I just watched your video on your mail call. I got some hibiscus tea too. I'm looking forward to Lady Cheryl selling hers. I got some from Shay's tea, and I didn't want to do the same thing you did to give you respect, so I didn't pull that box out. Let's see. Mennonite Farmhouse says, about who won on my giveaway? No, I don't announce those. Good morning, Renee. That tumbler will help you drink enough water in the day for sure. Yeah, I'll be running to the potty all the time, but I need to drink more water so badly, y'all. Yes, where's a good place to do your merch with? I don't know. So many people do Teespring. And then I heard that Idaho Garden Girl does stickers. And then there's some other stickers that are going on that I'll have to go back and look in my notes. I wrote those notes down. And Hedgehog Homestead Laura says, hey, Mennonite. And Hedgehog Man, you hanging out, Laura, with the poop troop. I hope you're okay, too. The other night I was watching. See, I watch a lot on the White Family Farmstead late at night when she does those after parties. I just don't usually say very much. I'm using Press and Sew. Okay, that's what Black's Tropical Homestead says. She's using Press and Sew. I've never heard of that, but you know, we'll see. Oh, my fire went out, y'all. That won't work. But just in case, I brought my backup. This is my Crisco candle. And I also brought some extra, hang on, I got some extra birthday candles here to stick in it. And, well, that's a fail, huh? I guess you have to keep it fresh. Maybe make it fresh. I don't know. On that, stove that, oh, I bet the wind blew it out because it is windy here today. Is it windy at anybody else's place? And it's chilly. I mean, we have little electric heaters that we turn on in our home, and I turned on the little electric heater. So let's try doubling up. And I've got some scissors here somewhere. Y'all setting up supplies for any kind of video or live or anything. I admire y'all that can go and just do, but I have to kind of set things up because I'm not familiar enough with it. Gardening with Bernie says, no, it's a beautiful morning here in Virginia. I feel you, Miss Ann. I need one of my grands to help me with my channel. I do. I'm telling you. Well, the oldest grandchild is just 10. And although he's wonderful at a lot of things, being on setting up a YouTube channel is not really his cup of tea. He's 10. And the next one is 7 and 6 and 5. All the girls. Guess what, y'all? We're going to have all 4 here this weekend. Now, they love each other, and they have a big time together. I'm going to switch these out to see if I can't work on this can. And they love each other, and, you know, they do well, but we're going to be a tired grandma and grandpa. Okay, it's still steaming. It's hot enough, although, you know, nobody likes lukewarm coffee. So let's give it a try. I'm going to pour, can y'all see? I'm going to pour this water over the coffee grounds. Yeah, see, it's steaming. Real slow. See how this goes. And then I'm going to taste it. Although I like a little sugar in my coffee, and I didn't bring any of that out here on the porch. We're going to see how it goes. Now, somebody said that they have one of these. And it's good for camping or if the electricity goes out or anything like that. Because y'all don't want to be around me if I hadn't had my coffee. Okay. I'm going to go ahead, turn this off. All right, it's dripping in there. It looks dark. I purposely did not get more water. I measured out the water in the cup before I put it in the pan so that I wouldn't, knowing me, I would likely dump coffee all over the cup, and that would be bad. So, all right, here we go. We're not going to stay in here just but a minute. I just wanted to shout out Broke Farmer because I missed his name on the Whoop Whoop show, on Lydia's Whoop Whoop show, Garden State Gardener, because not only did I get my jar of candy and seed, I missed his name and stock in my pantry. I didn't know who she was. So I was not good with voices, but y'all help me in the chat. And, you know, we're team, right? Cleaning up coffee grounds. And I wanted to shout out E3 Farmstead for winning their prize. And Ridge Life. I got Ridge Life. Go Ridge Life. And all my seeds and things from the coach and Joe. Let's see. Tiffany says, that would travel better in a backpack than my French press. I was ready to build a fire to make coffee the other day. Then someone told me Duncan a block over had electricity. Yeah, it was. When I came through yesterday of coming back from the grandchildren's house, there was not electricity in town. I couldn't use my debit card. I rarely have cash. And guess what? That taught me a lesson. I need to carry some cash. I happen to have, I did the deuces side pretty good. Go Ridge Life. I happen to have some cash. I rarely have. And so I lucked up and got my chicken with my $20 bill I had in there. Okay, so it's all going through. One last, you got to get the last little sip. One last little sip. I did wash this first, and it looks like it's doing all right. There's a few grounds in there. Let's see. I got lipstick on my cup. Let's see how my coffee's doing. It's warm. Not bad. Pretty good. I would be able to drink that. Yeah, that's a bad habit of mine too. Bougie Prepper says don't carry cash. I mean, we have just a tiny bit in case of an emergency, but I don't carry it with me. I mean, I went in to pick up a prescription the other day for my daughter, and she has wonderful insurance. It wasn't but a $3 copay, and you had to spend at least $5 in this teeny little family pharmacy. They didn't have candy bars. I ended up spending, excuse me, $15 for a $3 prescription. Oh, I found you from our farmer, cuz. Yeah, broke farmer. He's just the sweetest. And Gigi, now, I am a member of the Gigi tribe, the G tribe, which is from Gigi Naturals Homestead. And for a long time, I said Gigi's Natural Homestead. It's not. It's Gigi Naturals Homestead. And so I said it wrong until she mentioned that Eco Neighbor, her husband, says it wrong every time. I thought, oh, I have been too. So I'm a member of the G tribe, and we have the best time, y'all. We just have a wonderful time in Instagram. I learn something every single day. I learn something new. We talk about all kinds of things, herbs and flowers and gardens and what do you do? And girls, I've got this. And one time on one of my trips back and forth, I went to Lowe's. I called everybody on there and they helped me pick out the healthiest herbs that they had for sale because I want to step up my herb game. And it was just, we're really a family. And then we have, let's see. Good morning, Garden Quilt and Art Traditions, Miss Ellen. Thank you. Hey, Miss Ellen. And Sherry from Black's Tropical Homestead. You need to do that. It's not expensive. Everybody has like, a level kind of thing, but we seriously have made personal one-on-one connections in that Instagram chat. And I really strongly suggest that you check out the G Tribe. And if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. But I feel like I've got friends, like you call your mama and ask her some questions. And we can call each other through Instagram and ask questions. I really, really liked it. And all right, so the coffee is good. And of course, with Lady Cheryl and her group, I am also a member of the Grow Your Own. And I wish I could be a member of everyone's, but, we're just going to have to take turns some. But I really have enjoyed the G Tribe on Instagram. We talk every day. Every day. It's like, and then at night, some of the girls are further West Coast. And so at night they get real chatty after work. It's just the best. It's the best. So that pretty much is what I wanted to show you. My coffee. I'm glad that I learned how to do this before I had to learn how to do this. I did see this on Lead Farmer. He had one of these things because that man is prepared for an apocalypse. The zombie to come. He's prepared. And I was sifting some soil 55. I'm so glad you're here. There's some other friends that usually go live at this time, but I'm dashing out the door again overnight. My auntie Peg, that I dearly love, is handing down some things from her home. She's recently joined in 2 households and needs a little help straightening some things up. And she wants to give away some of her leftovers, some of her things that she has double of. And so Worth and I are heading there today. And then when we come back on Friday, we'll be picking up all 4 grandchildren. So have me in your prayers. I don't know how you young mamas do this with children around and a bunch of dogs. I can't seem to get myself together when I'm there very often. Millie helps me a lot, but so you might see some fun with some of the grandbabies that are here this time. Now, the fall garden, I don't think there's anything wrong, but my fall garden is just not as prolific as the spring and summer. And I remember last spring and summer kind of freaking out that it wasn't growing so well. And I was thinking, oh man, all my YouTube, and I named it the wrong thing and all these things, but it grew well. And so this time, actually, it was very helpful to watch Eco Neighbor saying, well, he put out a video this morning saying, don't let anything steal your happiness because it comes from inside, not from the outside. And that was a wonderful video. If you get a chance, go watch Eco Neighbor today. Um, but my fall garden was a no stress zone. I decided, I made that choice to not stress over the fall garden. We're going to do our best. We work in it every day and we're out there taking things. And, we're learning. I don't know what collards look like when they're ready to pick. I don't really know. I know that cabbages form a head, and they're forming some heads. And I'm just not gonna stress. I'm not gonna freak out this time. And we really have enjoyed it. It's been relaxed. And I think in North Carolina anyway. Good morning, Mountain Grandma. Um, in North Carolina, things are not as fast or growing as prolific as spring and summer. And so it's kind of a little bit calmer time in the garden. I'll do a quick tour before I leave and maybe put out a video in a day or so. Bake a leg and let's dig it. Hey, I'm so glad you're here. Now you talk about a garden. Y'all need to check out Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. And she goes live on Sunday nights after Garden State Gardener every time. Oh, she has the magic touch in her garden. She just is. Yet Melody is amazing. And all of her harvest and things, she was part of Shed Wars this year. That girl, I don't know. I hadn't found out the results of that, but she should certainly be in the top 10. OG Nadine, I have 7 grandsons and 6 granddaughters, my oldest being 21 and the baby is 1. OG Nadine, do you have them all come to your house at the same time? Because, oh my gosh, I didn't start doing that until probably a year ago when we had all 4, because I mean, they're 5, 6, and 7-year-old girls. And before, when you had a 2, 3, and 4-year-old girls and then a 8-year-old boy, that was so hard. So, yeah, we didn't do that until recently. All at once, Miss saying, yeah, Gigi, I'm going to have them all. And they're spending the night. And the doggone cable went out in the bedroom because I cheat and turn on Netflix and Prime videos and all those things for them to fall asleep to. Their parents are not crazy about that, but whatever is easiest for grandmommy is easiest for me. And yeah, so that's what we do. We have so pre-COVID, yeah. You did have them all over pre-COVID? Wow. And you had, let's see if I can find you again. You had, oh well, it's up there. 7 grandsons, 13 grandchildren, and the youngest is 1. Good night. You're just the best. You're the best, grandmommy. We had a lot of fun. And like I say, we have spoiled them and we're their toys. And Worth is the best granddaddy. He plays with the girls and plays with James and our grandson. We have swings and we usually try to take them fishing. And I've got lots of things I want them to plant in the garden this trip. And COVID said Jersey Mike's at Jersey Dolphins. COVID hit our family, but only the very young, and they weathered it with only meds. Thank the Lord for that. Gosh, we've been praying for everybody. And Barb Brownlee. Hey, Barb. So glad I caught your live. First time, Miss Ann. Yeah, it is. In your fall garden. You can do it. I'm dehydrating my Thai peppers from the garden to grind up later. Yeah, I've been dehydrated. Oh, so I love T-Nog. We all love T-Nog. And she is the first one to say, this is your garden in your yard, and you do what is best for you. And then she shares what she does. Well, because I don't know very much, I really, really am watching with intent eyes on what T-Nog is doing. And she was saying about garlic because everybody was planting garlic, and that sometimes store bought garlic will have a particular insect down deep in that it will outdoors with Big Matt. Hey, outdoors with Big Matt. But sometimes that garlic will have those bugs and things in it that will eat the roots, and then it ruins your soil and blah, blah, blah. First thing, I planted store bought garlic. So I went out and bought some more, but I mean, it's growing well out there. And Mountain Grandma says, hey, Garden State Gardener, I received my cake in the member seats. Yay. Yay, Joe. Mountain Grandma received her things. So then I went out and I trimmed the tops off my garlic because they were growing so big, and they have to stay there like 5 or 6 months. I mean, probably like May or June is when I'll actually have garlic cloves if I do have some. And so I wanted to get it while the getting was good, and I dehydrated those tops, and I've already used them in my beans and in some other soup, and they were delicious, really wonderful. And then T-Dog said, now, honey, your plants need the leaves to grow the cloves. They need that photosynthesis to be able to grow cloves. And I thought, oh, I've already chopped them bad boys off. And they've already grown back. It's great. And she's very encouraging. Miss Linda's extremely encouraging in making sure that you know that your garden is yours. And even if you may live across the street from someone, their garden might be totally different. Or the next lot over, their garlic may be totally different, or their garden may be totally different than yours. So you do you. And Mountain Grandma says, I planted garlic cloves this year, my first time up north. So we'll see how they do. Hey, Mountain Grandma, did you plant, now get this garden lingo, hardneck garlic or softneck garlic? Because I have heard that hardneck garlic does better in cold temperatures, and softneck garlic does better in warmer climates. I didn't know about the leaves either, Ann. Mountain Grandma says, oh, well, if you're experimenting and you're going to do something wrong, you may as well do it in your first garden to find out what to do and what not to do. So I'll let y'all know if I have any garlic cloves about May or June. Tiffany Q says, Melody, your climate is closer to mine. People here plant now before the freeze. Well, we haven't had a freeze yet. And our temperatures today, I got up and it was 45 degrees. I was cold here. And I got my sweatshirt on, and I have a little collared shirt under. And hey, Erica Taylor, glad you're here. And Melody says she bought organic garlic from the store. Yeah, that's what I did too, Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. But I still hear that sometimes there could be something in the process and the drying that we might have some extra insects. But girl, you don't need to worry about a thing. She can grow dirt, man. That woman puts a seed out there and it just flourishes like crazy. So yeah, we'll see about the garlic. And I had the worms. I guess they're cabbage worms. Oh, I'm about to sneeze, y'all. Excuse me. Oh gosh, bless me. Excuse me. Oh, allergies have been just something else. Tasha, oh, she grows. Hey, honey. Oh, gosh. I'm so glad you're here. As long as it's grown in America, it should be okay, Jersey says. Yeah, well, I hope so. Thank you. Bless you. I have allergies all year long, so if I waited until I didn't if I waited until I didn't sneeze or cough, you would never see me. But yeah, sometimes are worse than others. So The collards are growing. I reinforce them by putting some 511 under and then tap dirt around the stems. And they are going like crazy. Those doggone worms started coming in there. And I was talking to some of my G tribe, and the girls were going, "Oh, I've been known to throw the whole plant away." No, honey, you can't do that. You got to go to war with those things. And so we put some neem oil. That didn't seem to stop them. I bought some BT, and we just tried that. I put some DT, put some eggshells, and I think they're, pretty much today. I didn't see any this morning when I went out there. We'll see if they were hiding. I don't know. We got them in the cabbage heads too. Okay, y'all. So I got some diatomaceous earth. I think that's how you say it. I put on the cabbage because, those worms were eating my food. I didn't want them to eat my food. And the neem oil before it rained right after that didn't stay. So I was asking Worth last night, and I've tried to read about it some, but what do y'all do? Oh, no, not the cabbage worms, the satanic little imps. You doggone right, they were eating my food and my collards that I want for Thanksgiving and my cabbage. So I think we've got them pretty much under control. And now I've got these ittle bitty, really cute little cabbage heads that are forming. But there might still be some DT or BT down in there. And he said, "Well, Ann, when they're formed, all you do when you cut them up is wash everything." And I went, "Well, yeah, we need to really wash that stuff good." So what do y'all do when you pick your cabbage and you may have the leaves are forming heads, but you might still have some of that. It's food grade and it's organic, so it should be okay. But what do you do when you wash those things? And as soon as DE earth gets damp, it's useless. Ooh, Tiffany, cute of you. Yeah, it was damaged. It was pretty useless. How about BT? Because we put some of that in there. If I hadn't gone to war and threw everything out there on them, I wouldn't have had any. So I did what I needed to do. I was going out there every day, picking those bad boys and squishing them, which totally grossed out the G tribe. But I was digging in with like a magnifying glass, and then I had to go out of town to go watch the grandbabies and reapply BT after the rain. And then Becca Leg and Let's Stick It says I take off the first 2 layers and then I wash it and do a vinegar wash. Okay, BT, neem oil, and diatomaceous earth are all effective, but it needs to be reapplied once it rains. Okay. I only use food grade DE. Me too. And it wasn't enough this year. I was killing flea beetles by hand. Yeah, man. I was out there talking to them every day. They put much worse on mass-produced veggies. And yes, when we were watching yesterday, Diva, help me out, Gigi, her name, Diva Jones 03. That woman sounds like a bundle of information. And she said, no matter what you put on your garden, it's not nearly as bad as what we buy in the grocery store. And, that makes sense. And, hey, question mark? Is there somebody that's here? What's a flea beetle? Yeah, what is a flea beetle? I usually soak my vegetables in salt water to bring those critters out. I'm hoping the critters are gone. But I wasn't sure about the, the stuff that I went to war battle with them. And I learned that DE becomes active once it dries. Okay. See, I'm learning something. We're learning something today with each other. And I really appreciate it. Oh, Linecrest. The name of the game to kill the eggs before, the name of the game is to kill the eggs before they can hatch, which requires a consistent regimen of something that can kill the eggs. Oh, well, I'm behind the game. Linecrest Outdoors, Farmer Q, he's got that information. And I'm missing some people. I hope I didn't miss anyone in the chat. Sammy Joe, hey, honey. The last time that I went back and watched, it seemed to be the same person all the time that I skipped over, and I just didn't see it. It wasn't on purpose, not by any means. Let's see if you can get a spraying of soap that kills the eggs. Oh, a jump. Kills the eggs every morning. You can effectively stop the pests before they start. The soap, okay, like Blue Dawn. Do you use soap? The DE earth will work again after drying? I don't know. We've got so many questions. I'm so happy to see that we're talking to each other because I don't know. Jersey Dolphin says, we used Dawn detergent and water to kill lantern flies this summer. And they killed our willow tree. Oh, Jersey. That's not good. And gosh, Aunt T is here. I want to make sure that I got everybody because I felt so badly. And, after the live is over, it's not like you can go back and say, I'm sorry I missed you, unless they comment on the comments after it's over. Okay, flea beetles. Make holes in your leaves, like all over your eggplants. Use Dawn soap and vinegar to spray on the leaves for the flea beetles. Hey, Mountain Grandma and Tasha, oh, she cries. Okay, so I learned something. Hey, Lioncrest, is it too late to go out there now and like spray underneath these plants kind of daily as far as the Dawn dishwashing and water and or vinegar? And will the vinegar hurt the plant? Because sometimes vinegar will hurt. We sprayed them real hard before we did anything with the water hose to try and get those boogers out of there. Yes, Aunt Tia, they ate my tomato leaves and eggplant leaves, and they left the radishes, cabbages, and onions alone. My onions are struggling. I have a lot of things struggling this year. The broccoli doesn't seem to be bothered by bugs, but it's not flourishing. Vinegar, heard it's good for weed killing. Is this true with the vinegar? That's what Jersey Dolphins is asking. I don't know. I mean, I read and I watch and I research and, um, we'll see. And anything that you get, even if it's just a little bit, not enough to even preserve, it's more than what you had before. And it always tastes so much better when it comes out of the garden, doesn't it? Oh, gosh. Okay, and good morning. Sifting some soil 55. Hi, Mona. Well, y'all, it's been like 48 minutes, and I was just going to do my coffee. And apologize to Broke Farmer, apologize to Garden State Gardener for not recognizing their voices. I wanted to shout out E3 Farmstead. It's a young channel, and they go live often. And the Ridge Life, which he doesn't need a shout out from me. He's big time. And I love what he does with his bees and stuff. He's not a gardener, but he has bees, and he does have a farm. Go Ridge Life. He has these challenges, and he's just a very giving person that goes on all the time. So we're heading out. Worth and I are heading out to go help my Auntie Peg and her husband, Uncle Wayne, at Lake Gaston. And we'll be back. And then keep me in your prayers for the grandchildren to have all 4 of them come. And I'll try to show some little tidbits. That video I had of the girls that we had with the herbs, and when they're swinging and laughing, I think I want that to be my new intro. But I need all 4 of them on there laughing. So y'all have a great day, and thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. You take care, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye now, y'all.